Hello. I'm going to be talking about German missiles and the war in Ukraine. And before I start, I know I have some subscribers in Germany, and I want to tell you I am not actually going to be having a go at the German people. Obviously not. But what I am having a go at is the attitude which is common in Germany from top to bottom, that Germany can rely on America for its security. This is not the case anymore. And in that way, Trump was right. He told the German people off, and others as well, but Germany really has the wherewithal to arm itself and keep itself secure. And Trump was telling them that. And he was saying that America shouldn't be looking after Germany in the way it has been doing for the past, I don't know, how long is it? 70 years or so. And that's what I am going to be talking about now, in a way. So I'm just telling you that in case any of you decide to take offence. But yeah, it's a hard truth that you really have to come to terms with. And so on with the German missiles and the Ukraine war. Now, I suppose most of you, and now I'm talking to everybody, know about the German offer at the beginning of the invasion of sending 5,000 helmets to help the Ukrainians. And of course, you will also know about the subsequent hoots of derision from everyone else in the world. Well, I say everyone else, but I suppose there must be countries, well, like North Korea, for instance, where the prospect of 5,000 helmets might strike any ordinary North Korean citizen as the height of decadent luxury. Anyway, having embarrassed itself internationally, Germany then undertook to save its blushes by offering Ukraine 2,800 shoulder-fired anti-aircraft missiles. Among other things, there were a few other things they're sending, but these 2,800 anti-aircraft missiles were quite a prize, and this got quite a bit of traction in the press. I wonder if you heard the sequel to that amazing story of Germany getting its act together. Well, if you haven't, here it is. This report came, to its credit, from Der Spiegel, which I look into from time to time, not as often as I should because my German reading is very slow. But I found a doozy this time. It turns out that those 2,800 Strela missiles, the word Strela, by the way, means arrow in Russian, hold that thought, were stashed in some warehouse or whatever and were part of the legacy arsenal of the German Democratic Republic. When did the German Democratic Republic close down? Was that 1989? I think it was. Tell me if I got that wrong. I haven't looked that up. Anyway, they were outdated when they were supplied, no doubt. And in 2014, they were classified as unusable. You may ask why they were still in a warehouse then. Well, they were. Bureaucracy, you know. Anyway, they were classified as unusable for security reasons. So that probably means they had a tendency to blow up in the hands of the operator. They were shoulder held, so maybe in the shoulder of the operator. Yep, weapons that were from the Soviet era and probably not the most modern type when they were first supplied to the now defunct fantasy state of East Germany, and which 10 years ago were considered unusable. That was the present the Federal Republic of Germany was going to hand over to the Ukrainians. Fortunately, the Ukrainians were saved by fungus. Yeah, when the storage facility was opened, the wooden boxes in which these missiles were packed were so infested with dry rot that the soldiers assigned to fetch them had to get kitted up in hazmat suits. you might not be too surprised to learn the Germans aren't sending them now. You might even say that this business with the arrows has sent them all a quiver. Oh, well, but I don't make terrible puns, so I'm not going to say that. I shall merely make the observation that it is sort of appropriate that with the Russians doing their best to start a war that might blast us back to the Middle Ages, we'll have to start using the proper arrows, the original ones after all. So, back to the rotten boxes. It's sort of a pity that they aren't being sent, I think, because the Ukrainians could possibly have used those dry rot infested boxes as weapons. You never know, if the Russian army had enough things made of wood, it could have caused some serious damage in time, like the sanctions we're imposing on the Russians now. And it would certainly do more damage than those rockets anyway. I shall finish with a statement by Germany's Chancellor Scholz. Let's see. The Russian attack on Ukraine marks a turning point. It threatens our entire post-war order, said Chancellor Olaf Scholz in a speech to the German Parliament. In this situation, it is our duty to do our best to support Ukraine in its defence against Vladimir Putin's invading army. Germany stands closely on Ukraine's side, he said. Right, but you may stand closely on Ukraine's side, but I advise you not to stand too closely, Your Excellency. You don't want to get dry rot in that wooden heart of yours, do you? Ah, yeah, of course. I'm Grannyopteryx. I'm to be found on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute and Minds. I always let people know when I've uploaded a video on my account at Grannyopteryx on Twitter, Gab and Parler. Please click the like button. Make sure your subscription is still in effect. Share the video and support this channel if you can. Until next time. Why not treat yourself or a favoured relative or friend to these magnificent examples of merch? The mugs and t-shirts come in the Grannyopteryx design or Granbo with a firearm or the more deadly knitting needles. Go to www.grannyopteryx.com and whatever platform you're watching this on, please click like, subscribe and share.